Hi, and welcome to the U World Order Showcase podcast. Today, you may notice that we're all have matchy backgrounds. If you're listening to me on YouTube, if you're just listening on the podcast, then you won't see that we all have matchy backgrounds, but we do. We are part of a new cohort that we formed called the Dragon Priestess Abundance Circle. And these are my two sisters, Carrie Dow and Carmel Riley. They come to us from down under New Zealand, and they're bringing all their energy to help get this new year started on a great footing. We've decided to create a mastermind for a special group of people, women, not even people, but women entrepreneurs who are really hoping to ride the energy of the dragon this year and really make it the most impactful year for everyone that they come in contact with. So welcome to the show, Carrie and Carmel. Go ahead and share about yourselves.
You first, Carrie.
Cool. Welcome, everybody. And I am so excited to be here. I really am so excited to be here. I think this is going to be the most magnificent year that a lot of us have been looking forward to for a long time, and it's here and it's now. And I think if we can grab this with all our energy and with all the collaboration that is happening, I think we're not just going to survive in this next year, we are going to thrive. We are really going to be there and get you to whatever you want to manifest. You couldn't be in a better place. So yes, as Jill said, I'm Carrie Dell. I have been in natural health for over 25 years. The way I started was healing myself, and when I realized that you can bring your body back into balance, and the body actually heals itself naturally. And now I've got additional equipment that helps me do that even quicker than what I did it many years ago. But I am so excited to be able to bring you the support of putting the energy back into every cell in your body, so that you can truly ignite the gut, the heart, the brain, and really come to a higher frequency and vibration, so that you can just attract those opportunities to you. So I am looking forward to doing deep dives in this mastermind and really getting to manifest what are you looking for in 2024. So thank you.
So exciting. All right, Carmel.
Okay, tēnā te mihi nui ki a koutou. So that means a very massive greeting to everyone who is here listening and who might replay this, and a big hug from the bottom of my heart to my beautiful sisters, Jill and Carrie. And as always, I always give homage to the Atua, the universe, and the great elementals, Papa Tōnaku, our earth, Tangaroa, the sea, Ranginui, the sky, all of the forces that are within us as soon as we choose to look. So I'm Carmel Riley, and I am from Aotearoa, which is New Zealand, and Carrie's from there as well. And it's summer, which is why we're wearing singlets, and mostly we're at the beach, so we're the opposite to Jill, which in winter. And I'm otherwise known as the Super Manifestar, star, S-T-A-R, because I believe very strongly that my mission on Earth is to bring light from the cosmos down here to lighten the load, and to really help others to appreciate the stars within themselves. And so I'm super excited about this Dragon Pack, the Dragon Priestess Abundance Circle, aka the Dragon Pack, because the dragon, or the taniwha, is really that creative mode that you get when you've done your healing. Carrie and Jill, and we've all done our healing, right? Yep. And anyone who's listening to this call, as soon as you've done your healing, there is the creativity, and there is a place in the universe called Te Kore, the realm of our galactic core, which is how our union formed. And that realm is within us all, as well as being up there. It's a physical and a consciousness place. So I believe in manifesting with that energy and bringing that energy in. And so I'm very blessed to be with two other wahine or women who care about that. And if you decide to join with us, dear listener, and hopefully we'll persuade you of all the reasons why it's going to be so cool, then that'll be the energy that I will help you to manifest down here on Papatūānuku Earth. Thanks,
So our
Lynn.
main
I forgot.
focus is, go ahead.
Sorry, I just wanted to share this. This came in yesterday. Isn't it
The hawk
amazing?
feather.
I think it might be a pheasant. I was like, is it a hawk? Because I have this relationship with hawk feathers. Oh gosh, my screensavers. But it's still
Looks
pretty
like a
cool. It's
hawk
like,
feather.
is it? Do you reckon?
It
You
looks
know,
like one to me. I've seen
yeah.
pheasants and I've seen hawks, and that looks more like a hawk feather to me. But
Okay, because I've been finding a lot of hawk feathers, but this was literally coming when I was thinking about you two, and we just listened to your talk, Jill, or Mercury retrograded interrupted live, and I was walking along, and I was like, that's a nondescript feather, and I picked it up. I always pick up nondescript feathers that turn out to be amazing. So yeah, isn't it cool?
that's pretty cool.
Okay. Take us away, Jill, into a discussion of why we came here.
All right. So let's talk about what it is that our plans are for everyone. It's the mind, body, and spirit connection. And between the three of us, we are all manifestors, not the super manifestor that Carmel is, but
Rubbish. You guys
we
are
had to.
Sagittarians, actually. You are more manifesty than me. I have to work at my stuff. I just Sagittarian, any Sagittarian who's listening to this, and we all have it somewhere, and anyone who's ruled by Jupiter, and we all have Jupiter in our charts, which is one thing you will learn if you join this mastermind, because I'll be doing your charts for you. The Sagittarians snap their fingers, good or bad, and there's a manifestation. So we actually, anyone who chooses to be a super manifestor is, but Sagittarians, you're born with it. You come from Te Kore. You come from the galaxy. The rest of us are catching up. Jill's laughing.
Well, I am, because I just had such an amazing experience with manifesting that I was just playing around, and I really was just like, okay, so I've heard that if you manifest or you put your intentions out on the new moon, you're more likely for it to happen. And so I picked the new moon and I picked a number, and I just kind of like set about, and I had an amazing manifestation of and materialization of something that I was trying to manifest, which is, wholly different to me than looking at something in hindsight and saying, oh, I manifested that. There's a difference between doing it with purpose and doing it by accident in hindsight, to me anyway. Your thoughts on that, Carrie?
I'm 100% with you, because you know what? The minute that you are clear, when you are clear about something, you really have to just leave it up to the universe as well. But I think your clarity is what makes such an impact. And that's why I come from a place of getting the body clear, making sure that your energy internally is actually really clean and clear. Because when I feel that your gut is healed, you are so in tune with that intuition. You are really in tune. And that's really where we all want to be, is we want to be able to tune into intuition and feel good or bad. Feel, do I take that action, or do I just step back a little bit? And because I think anybody that joins our masterminds are action takers. They are people that probably have already manifested in their lives, and you want to just take it to the next level. You want to, like, okay, on purpose, with clarity, with a clear energy, how do I tune into more of that? How do I really get into the flow of my life? And that's what I feel we are going to be able to help with at a whole different level, at a really different level of tuning in to that clear intuition that is in all of us. And I've said it to women over and over again, women actually have it more than men. They have a clearer intuition than men. And it comes from being this mother energy, from being really connected to your children, your birthing of a business. You know, it can be anything that a woman is birthing. She is so clear in her intention and her intuition to do these things. But we get so wrapped up in life. We get so wrapped up on that hamster wheel. We get so wrapped up on everything else that we don't realize the power that lies inside us as women. And that's what I am so excited to be able to bring out in every woman that joins us, is that clear intuition that you have. It's innate, it's in you. And we've just got to be able to tune into that in a way that you know is going to be right for you, because you'll know when to take action and when not to take action. So I'm truly, truly excited about how much we can, as women, collaborate as well. And you know what? Whenever there's women together, there's magic that happens, whether you like it or not. But it's what do we bring as we come together? Are we together here loving and supporting each other? Because when we come with that energy as well, I feel that's where the love just expands even more so, and the abundance expands even more so, when there is so much deep support and love from fellow feminine beings. I think that is true. And I don't know about you ladies, but I'm sure you must have read that book called The Red Tent. And if we go back into times when women used to have their menstrual cycles together on full moon, because that is the natural rhythm of our cycles, women used to get together, and men used to be afraid because of the power that we had. We had this incredible power. You know, we had a power to birth another human being. We have the power to bleed and not die. You know, it's an incredible power that we have. And sometimes we forget. So there's going to be a lot of reminding. There's going to be a lot of bringing you back into your power, bringing you back into that intuition, bringing you back to who you truly are. And maybe for the first time, it might be an opportunity to discover who you truly are, to really, really get to know who you truly are and what do you truly want. Because this is what we're going to help in 2024, allow you to manifest exactly what you want and tune into exactly who you are, and clean out all of those toxins that are holding you back, and make sure that you are here for a beautiful, beautiful, possibly your best year in your life ever.
Wow. Women do sync up that are in groups. It's so amazing.
Which is also, I'm going to put a bit in for the stars here, because this is my role in addition to helping with, you know, the manifestation process, because all of us do manifest all the time. Whatever is in our life right now, we manifested it. Like, you know, we all manifested each other, and we're manifesting the dragon pack, and this dragon pack are already there, and they're already creating. Well, they don't create it. The universe has already created absolutely everything. We just have to step into the allowing. But the really very cool thing about this, the timing of this mastermind, is written in the stars. And that is the dragon, which we've got as a little emblem, with kind of a merger of our collective skills and practices and experience, but also the ignition of the age of Aquarius, because next year, people, 2024 is so freaking big. If you haven't got on the dragon bus, if you haven't got on the Aquarian bus, then you really do need to. You need your birth chart. You need to like get up with your second house, your 11th house, which is groups. And that is the Aquarian energy. Like there, Pluto's going to shift. It's going to be a seismic shift. Pluto has been transiting between Capricorn and Aquarius for some time. But when Pluto really shifts into Aquarius, like if we do not get some big earthquakes around the globe, I'll be really surprised, and I might, you know, but we Aquarius is groups, it's the conscious mind, it's people joining together, it's friendships, it's fairness, equality. It is, you know, the water bearer that shares. Like we're moving out of this domination of the hierarchical structures of Capricorn. We're coming into, this is why all these women all over the world are like getting together and having wee dances. And the other thing about Aquarian is it's the rebel with a cause ahead of the wave before, you know, like we're really seeing the separation between the weirdos who've come out of the spiritual closet and don't give a, you know, and the rest of the world. And there is the separation in our consciousness, and that is what we're really going to be able to embrace as part of the clearing, is shifting the resistance, because all of the light codes that are streaming in actually make it so much easier for us. Like we don't have to work as hard. We can just go and lie on the grass, take off all our clothes. I say, take off your clothes, dance naked under the moon, and just, you know, like really vibe into maybe not do that, but depends how. But the timings, there's some timings. Like we're starting with the Dragon new moon on the 10th of February 2024. We're going to kick off with our ceremonies, our ritual inductions. That is just, there is no more powerful. This is the first positive dragon. We're kicking off then, and we're timing our calls around the new moon and the full moon. So we don't even have to do, like it literally, we've got this group, and hopefully you're on it. And we've got us, and then we are just like stepping into this universal flow of dragon, moon. Yeah, it is going to be easier. That's really the message behind all of the easier it is, the more joyful, the more playful, the more invigorating, the more you feel light with it, the more the good stuff comes to you, the good stuff that's already there.
I really feel like this is a year where it's kind of been sitting on the precipice for a while now. We could feel the shift happen after 2020, where things were starting to change. And it's not just like in one country. We're talking everywhere, everybody all over the world felt this shift. 2024 is going to be another shift, and you can feel it coming already. I mean, as we sit here getting ready to step into the new year, it's just the energy is there, and it's more an energy. It's like a symphony coming together, and everybody, you can hear the music in the background where all the instruments are tuning up and getting ready to play this magnificent piece. And the magnificent piece is an energy that allows everyone to really stand out with who they are, who they were created to be. You came here with a purpose. We want to help you embrace that. And because when you embrace who you are, you allow others to be who they were meant to be. And together we can do so much, and we can create a world that is just beyond words. It's just an energy that feels yummy to live in and swim in. So that's what we want for everyone.
We do. And aside, just I think from a practical note, because sometimes I always have to throw this in at the end. We have some practical business. Like we have, you know, like, and not just us, everyone who joined a mastermind, and it is a patriarchal term. So even though, you know, but the dragon energy is also quite masculine generally as a rule. It's quite, you know, it's quite an action orientated, creative mobilizer. But as we have these business networks and skills, and the primary, I guess, you know, physical expression is the connection and the support and the accountability. Like we haven't mentioned the accountability. We're going to make you so super accountable. We've got a structure where you've got a partner, a buddy, and you're part of these pods, and you've got the three of us, and we'll be, you know, we're all quite, well, Kerry's much more gentle. I'm really bossy. Jill's quite bossy.
I'm quite bossy.
Carrie will listen to you, and the rest of us will, and Jill and I will boss you.
I'm not bossy. I'm just overly helpful.
I'm bossy. I'm bossy.
Own it.
So this accountability means that whatever you say is going to be written down. And you've got not just us, you've got 12 compatriots, dragonettes, who are going to be going, you said when we were working with you, deep diving with you, you were going to do this, and so, you said you were going to support them. So it is beautiful, and it's feminine, wishy-washy and loving, and all of those, not wishy-washy, but it is flowing. But it's also, we are merging the divine masculine, which is the embrace, which is the practical, build the house, put the foundations up, launch the systems, create the systems, and make it happen. What do you reckon,
Yeah.
Kerry?
Yeah, absolutely. I was just saying, this is why it's so beautiful when there is additional women energy around, because it is amazing. We in us all, we've got masculinity in us all. And it's like, so when do we bring that out, and when do we bring the more feminine energy out? And when do we take action, and when do we allow the universe to handle the details? So it really is going to be so beautiful that you are going to be held accountable, because I don't know how many people I've coached around the world, thousands and thousands. And when they are not held accountable, they go, what happened? What happened? Like, I thought I had it. But that's part of us being a human being, unfortunately. Part of us being a human being is like, we go back to old subconscious ways of thinking. We go back to old habits. And until you're held accountable for a long period of time, can you change those old habits? Can you change that subconscious thinking? Can you really make the changes that are necessary? And that's what we're going to guide you through, so that by the time December 2024 comes and you reflect back on the year, you go, wow, I've made substantial, lifetime, sustainable changes that I can now take into my future. So yeah, I'm truly excited about step by step, but also about you being able to reflect back and go, oh, I can't believe that so much was possible in 1 year, in just 1 year. Look how my life totally transformed. Totally transformed. And when we look at coming together, we're not just looking at physical, but we are looking at emotional and financial and mindset wise. And so all the aspects of your well-being, all of them are going to be shifting. All of them are going to be shifting, because they all work together, believe it or not. We can't just look at physical without thinking the emotional has got something to do with that. And we can't just look at emotional and think it's not going to affect the physical. The same with our spiritual, the same with our financial. Everything is connected. So we're going to connect those dots and make sure that there are so much in your life that will shift when the action is taken and when you're held accountable. So really, really exciting times ahead.
And one other thing that I'm going to add on to this, because we were talking about accountability and bossy people, and that you might be sitting there thinking, oh my God, I don't want to get involved in that. Sounds like a whole lot of work. Well, when you're in the flow, it's never work. It just becomes part of who you are. And part of the magic of women working with you is that we have the ability to make things easy, where oftentimes when you're running up against masculine energy, everything seems like so difficult, and there's 9,000 steps to build your funnel or whatever it is you're doing, and it doesn't have to be that complicated. And in my experience with manifesting the money that I manifested over that 3-week period, it wasn't a lot of work. I made it a lot of work. I chose to do a whole bunch of things that I thought were going to make it happen, but really that's not what made it work. What made it work was just listening to Carmel when she said, don't worry about the how. It's going to happen. Visualize this. do this exercise. And I did those exercises. And that's what made the difference. It wasn't the hours I put into creating this program and doing all these lives. And I like really, I had all of these things set up that I thought were going to be like, it's going to be the thing, stepping into my masculine, get her done gal energy. But it wasn't the thing. The thing was really easy. The thing was just to relax into it. The thing was to let it unfold, being really clear about what the outcome was and why I wanted that outcome. So don't let the whole
Accountability scare you.
accountability, bossy women thing scare you off.
Except that this is a good point to introduce this. I pull my heart out as you were saying that. Isn't this beautiful piece of coral heart? I pick up feathers. I hope that I pass this on to you. Feathers, stones, they come to me all the time. Here's another one, bit of quartz. Just I find them on the beach. They drop on my head. You name it.
I
Oh,
have
yeah.
a heart-shaped rock too.
Feathers and rocks and all sorts of presents. But I think it's worthwhile saying, and this is not so much the accountability, but I think it's really worthwhile saying that we're going to be selective, and some of the things, because we know that if you do this stuff that you will be abundant and your impact will increase. So the accountability is not so much that we're waving, I definitely will be waving my finger, but it's more that you embrace deep practices that bring you forward, like meditation, deep meditation. That is a non-negotiable part of the program, as is, and we could add a few more. I've done my one, meditation and your birth chart. There'll be two things that I'll really be wanting you to embrace so that you can be your best dragon. And Kerry, you've got some kind of.
Yeah, I'm going to bring some nutritional value, because what we do is we actually need to clear out those toxins. So if there are any toxins, but it's going to be beautiful because I'm going to be testing your DNA. So I will get to cellular level what is happening in your body, in your digestive and immune system, in your heart and brain, in your musculoskeletal, in your hormones, as well as arteries and veins and everything. I test everything, nervous system, the whole lot. So you're going to have a real look, and the report I do is actually a video report. So you'll get to see what I get to see in you. And so it is really detailed, but it breaks it down so that you know exactly where you need to focus. Because I get so many people coming to me and going, I'm taking all these supplements and I'm taking all this and I've tried this fasting and I've tried this nutrition and it's not working for me and it's not working for me. It's because we're all different. We've all got different things going on. So if you've got too much stress, it might just be the stress. It might actually not be the toxins. But if you've got a lot of toxins, then we're going to have to clear that out. So I'm going to be supporting the physical body to make sure that every cell is on point, but you know where you need to focus, and you're not shooting in the dark at 100 different things. So this is really bringing clarity to what you have to create as far as your energy at cellular level. We want to ignite those mitochondria in every cell and make sure you've got vitality as you move through this.
And Jill, you had some around, it's not just, and we do need to speak about the abundance part of it, but you had a couple of, you had a really clear, because we do need to talk about the abundance with the eight year, but you were very clear around what you really, the kind of people that you wanted to, women that were going to be joining, selected.
I think that women that will benefit most from this are women who really have a mission. They have a desire to make a difference, but they have an idea of how that's going to look. If you're a coach or you have some business that you're running that really is designed to impact the world on a greater level, rather than just, I want to make a bunch of money. Well, make a bunch of money doesn't really it doesn't mean anything. because money doesn't mean anything. Money is just a representation of energy that it materializes in the weirdest ways. But if you have an idea of what you want that for, you're more likely to actually accomplish it.
Mm.
So I would like for everyone who joins us to also be part of Joanna Hunter's uh, $1 million experiment. And it's a $25 administration fee for the whole year, and just share it with a couple of friends and it's free for you. And it's like such a win-win thing. But she goes really deep into what it takes to actually manifest or materialize $1 million in a year. And it can look like different things for different people. And a lot of people that went through the experiment the last time she ran it didn't even really want to materialize money so much as they wanted health or relationships repaired. So there are a lot of principles that she goes through in this experiment that I think will really enhance what we're doing with you as well.
But again, it's that abundance of that comes from the collective, because it's really comes down to, actually my son was telling me that because he's grown several sizes in his biceps and he said, Mum, it comes down to consistency, and that is in the body, that is in, in the control of your 70,000 thoughts per day, and that is in your focus of your everyday allowing more, is that consistency. And the thing is, when you do that yourself, it's hard work. Like I've been doing burpees, 5 extra burpees a day, because I've got these muscle bound sons and I'm like, oh, I need to get in shape as well. So I'm going up 5 burpees a day, but I know I'm going to drop off as soon as they leave. No, but in a group, this is what I mean about the accountability. We're not going to let you off the hook, are we? Are we, woman?
No, we are
and
not.
yeah, and Joanna Hunter's is the same. It's that consistency, because you get bombarded by her emails about abundance. It's like, that's right, I'm abundant, So I think I think the collective and the consistency, collaboration, collective effort, and consistency are going to be massive themes for our Dragon Pack members, and that's really going to help us. But I do think there's a bit, we haven't really spoken about the abundance, but we definitely have a goal for every single member who is selected. And, we are only selecting 12, but we definitely have an abundance. I think we should be clear about that with people, so they feel, so they're clear.
Yeah, so I'm definitely, as far as an abundance of health and wealth, for me, those go together, because you need your health in order to create your wealth. You need to be able to wake up early in the morning and do your meditations. And you need to be able to have the energy to, do what you want to do during the day. Have fun with your family still, have beautiful experiences. You need your health for that. So there has to be an abundance of health and wealth. I mean, who doesn't want to explore this beautiful life of ours? Who doesn't want the best experiences that you could possibly have throughout your life? Well, this is the year to have those experiences and to be able to afford those experiences and to be able to have the health to be able to do that. A lot of people come to me because they're feeling pain, because they know their bodies are inflamed, because they know that if they don't take action now, then what are they going to be like in 10 years' time? What are you going to be like in 5 years' time? So if you can make the shifts now in your health and wealth, how awesome is the next 5 years going to be for you? And so I think it's just so beautiful to bring it back to the abundance of health and wealth is just so key for us to be able to focus on both. And how awesome that you've got this beautiful mastermind group that you can focus on both of those and make substantial shifts and changes so that you have an incredible abundance by the end of this year. And you set up. You set it. How cool is that?
And I'll add that once you have your health and wealth, relationships just kind of happen. And we are all about relationships here. And you will meet people that will be your friends for the rest of your life. It just, that's how masterminds work. You just make connections with people that are on a soul level, and you both, or you all actually, are going through a transition together, and it makes a community that's really special and unique. And we want that for you in this group.
We really do.
So in order to get on the calendar to chat with us about becoming part of our Dragon Pack, I would invite you to click the link dragonpack.com, dragonpac.com, and it will take you to a page that will allow you to book a call with us. And once you book your call, be sure and show up when you say you're going to show up, because we will be setting time aside, probably at least an hour, to explore what it is that you want to do and what you want to accomplish next year. And we'll let you know how what we're doing looks, and see if we're going to be a good fit for you, and see if you're going to be a good fit for us. And really look forward to having this conversation next year at the same time. And we'll have more people on the screen and in the interview, because we'll be chatting with all of you who decided to join us and share your experiences over the year. And I personally can't wait for that. So
I just think in adding to that, because you are going to get some emails from us if you do hit this link. And one of the like even just going through this interview process is actually a super manifesting process, because we've put in your preparation, and you do have to prepare for this interview. Don't just show up with no idea. We've put a series of rituals. So that is joining up to Joanna Hunter's multi-millionaire scheme. And that is actually preparing yourself, a little visioning of really what clarity around what you would like and what you'd like to bring in for the dragon. And then the last one is really just kind of like, we're going to ask you to make a video about you, and so that we can do our preparation, because this is not a mastermind where each week you just float in. It's not going to be floaty. We have time frames, and we're going to be doing deep dives. We have preparation. We keep, like, it's really like joining a corporation or a board. And as I said, I'm bossy. I've been the chair of a board for 25 years, many different boards. So they run well when we have administration and we have preparation, and we all show up. We've done our little bits of work so that we can really maximize our time, maximize our connections, maximize our work together, and really achieve. So that starts with your interview. So don't forget to pay attention to that email, and follow those preparations and around you. And that is going to prepare you. Whether or not you decide to stay with us, that is essentially you're getting a free strategic planning session with Super Manifesting, as well as your birth chart. Like those, that is a real significant value in our gift to you, because we really believe in our Dragon Pack, don't we?
Absolutely. And what I just wanted to add about why we are doing interviews is really because we do want to get to know your energy and get to know your mission, and really be able to collaborate you with the best possible energy and missions as well. So this is not just, anybody can just join up. This is really going to be beautifully handpicked to maximize your journey and the other ladies, so that everybody actually can feel energetically there's going to be shifts and moves. So it's going to be incredibly special, really special. Can't wait to meet you guys.
Same.
thank you so much for joining me, and I can't wait to meet all of you. Take care.